What's up guys, welcome back to another video. I got something pretty special today, especially with these massive Tesla contracts that just simply keeps going through. It's very exciting. In the previous videos, we did talk about how Tesla signed some major contracts with MHX Logistics and also PepsiCo for some of the Tesla semi-trucks. But now we're seeing some pretty popular orders for the Tesla Model 3. Now, this is usually major orders from just regular consumers. Maybe this guy over there order a couple of Model 3s. Those guys probably order like one Model 3. It's not really like the massive bulk orders that we see with the Tesla Semi because they're usually ordered by very wealthy logistics companies that want to go electric. Because you're not going to be ordering one electric semi truck. You usually order them in massive bulks and also perhaps get the mega chargers to go with it. But right now we're seeing the Model 3 becoming super popular in New York City as a New York City yellow cab. Before this whole entire electric revolution, a lot of the cabs in New York City are just gasoline. It's pretty smelly and it's honestly pretty loud, and a lot of vehicles are pretty old. And this is why Uber and Lyft are honestly beating a lot of these taxi services in a lot of major cities here in the US. And if you check out the New York City medallion prices, it's been going down. No one wants a taxi medallion anymore. I mean, those things are going downhill. And I think partially is because like a lot of the vehicles for these yellow cabs practically suck. And this is why the Model 3 is becoming super popular, because this is a very efficient vehicle, a lot of safety features. It got auto brake, auto park, and lower collisions. It's safer and it saves the company more money. And once again, the Model 3 is becoming super popular as a yellow cab in New York City. And if you guys live in New York City and have seen one of these yellow taxi cabs, I mean, comment below, how do you guys feel about this? Because back in 2019, you have a lot of people reporting that New York City Taxi and Limousine Commission, which is TLC, which oversees the city's fleet of yellow cabs, has actually approved the Model 3 to become a yellow cab, which is pretty unique. Now, what's even crazier is if you check out this LinkedIn page, essentially this is the management team showing off several pictures of the yellow cab Tesla Model 3. It looks really, really nice. It's like a small fleet of Model 3s, and obviously they're not going to renovate the whole fleet. They're slowly transitioning, and I feel like just seeing this makes me want to jump in one of these Model 3s, and I feel like the taxi drivers themselves would definitely love this. And you also have the charge point charging stations on the very side. Obviously, these are not as good as the Tesla superchargers, but these will do because these will be charging overnight. But no matter what the cost scenario is, I feel like this is a really good way to reduce pollution in New York City. And also, since Biden is pushing so heavily into green energy, hopefully Biden will still revive like the tax credits. You know, you buy a Model 3 or electric vehicle from Tesla and you get roughly $7,000 to $7,500 off on their taxes for next year spring. I mean, if something like this gets implemented and it's like unlimited electric vehicles, I feel like TLC will definitely order even more Tesla vehicles, and it will definitely increase Tesla sales. I know this isn't that many Model 3s. I mean, in the pictures, you probably only see 3 to 4, but it really does show you that you see TLC, you got taxi companies, limousine companies, and also logistics companies ordering Tesla vehicles in bulk. You don't really see this kind of stuff with other companies. I mean, Porsche came out with the Porsche Taycan. You got like the Ford Mustang Mach-E. I mean, there are some cheaper electric car options out there, like for example, the Chevy Bolts, but even TLC is like, I like Tesla way better, and it's just simply a lot cooler to have, and consumers will probably go into these vehicles and there's no oil changes, you don't have to fill it with gas, and it's just super cheap to, just charge it overnight. And Tesla's vehicles are becoming extremely popular taxis in Europe, so it's not just in New York City. Major markets like the Netherlands, where a fleet of over 100 Tesla vehicles have been operating as taxis around the Amsterdam airport all the way back in 2014. I guess we're pretty late here in America, even though Tesla is a domestic company. But this total taxi system with electric vehicles isn't anything new. It's honestly pretty nice, especially if you live in New York City. If you live in the lower levels, you probably constantly hear car noise, and it's super annoying. If a lot of cars are slowly becoming electric, I feel like more people slowly follow. And more taxi drivers right now are switching to electric, and it's looking very, very nice. You also have taxi drivers out there in North America, and there's even a Model S that hit 100,000 miles back in 2017. And slowly, New York City's yellow cabs are going electric. I mean, looking at the Model 3s, yes, there's only a few vehicles, But if you add in a few vehicles every week or so, I feel like it'd be very good. Maybe TLC could actually negotiate with Tesla to order some vehicles in bulk. I feel like two of the biggest things really need to change. One of them is the Green Act. I feel like offering more commissions and maybe even some tax incentives when you buy electric vehicles will be very nice. Maybe $7,500 of tax credits will be phenomenal for each vehicle. I think with this, you got even more logistics companies, even more taxi companies ordering Tesla vehicles in massive bulks. And also, there's a lot of rumors saying how if you're a major company and you want to order Tesla vehicles in bulk, Tesla doesn't actually negotiate any prices with you. Like, let's say the vehicles cost $50,000 a piece. You want to order 10 of them. You can't negotiate 10% or 5%. It's going to have to be $500,000. Whereas other companies will offer you like some discounts, maybe like 5 or 7%. I mean, Tesla is kind of straight book. I mean, they don't do any sort of like discounts or anything like that. I feel like it's a pretty big mistake. Some of you guys might disagree. I feel like some companies are actually turned off buying Tesla and not ordering as many vehicles because they don't offering any discounts or any discounts in major bulks. I feel like offering some discounts will definitely get even more major companies to buy their vehicles, alongside with perhaps a Biden tax credit of $7,500 per vehicle. Tesla vehicle sales could absolutely explode up. Recently, Tesla cars, the deliveries for Q1 of 2021 were absolutely phenomenal, and it was 184,000 vehicles. It's pretty impressive, especially how the bulk of these vehicles for Q1 were mostly the Model Ys and the Model 3s. The Model S's and the Model X's didn't really go on sale because they're renovating the factories for the refresh versions. If you call Tesla right now and you want to get one delivered, it's not going to be delivered until the beginning of summer, which is in 10 to 14 weeks. I mean, I literally called one of the representatives and that's what they said. So far, we're seeing Tesla becoming very strong. I think we're seeing a lot of these Teslas slowly transitioning into cabs and also limousine services, and even logistics services with the Tesla Semi is really beneficial for the overall company. And just looking back at the LinkedIn, this is pretty impressive. I mean, having a small fleet of Tesla vehicles is very nice. And can you imagine if the autopilot becomes so good, the robotaxi network rolls out? I'm not really sure if TLC in New York City actually has the $10,000 autopilot system for the yellow cabs. I mean, if they do, that's pretty dope, but probably not. But can you just imagine if TLC operates 10 to 20 cars of Tesla that's completely autonomous and just raking in the cash with no drivers inside? That sounds pretty big. And plus, we should be seeing full autonomy at the end of 2021. And Musk is also promising a massive FSD beta update for mid-April. I mean, right now, FSD is a pretty big thing, especially how we could be seeing robotaxis in New York City, perhaps, because we're already seeing these taxi companies snatching these Model 3s. I'm not really sure if they have the $10,000 Tesla software. If they do, hey, when robotaxi rolls out, we could be seeing a bunch of autonomous vehicles just driving around the city, picking up passengers. I think it's a pretty cool idea. It could really make Tesla a multi-trillion-dollar company. Thanks for watching, guys, and comment below.